Right, listen up. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, quite like a perfectly roasted chicken. Forget those dry, miserable birds you've had before. We are talking about a golden, crispy skin beauty. A chicken so juicy, so full of flavor it will make you want to sing. Or at least not complain for once. This is proper comfort food. The kind of meal that brings everyone to the table. And you, yes you, can make it. It's not rocket science, it's just about doing it right. So pay attention and let's get this done properly for a change. Now, before you even think about seasoning or ovens, you need the star, the chicken. Don't just grab the first sad-looking thing you see. No, no, no. You need a good quality bird. Look for one that's plump, one that looks healthy. A free-range chicken is always a brilliant choice. They have better flavor, they have a better texture. It really does make a massive difference to the final dish. Trust me on this, a happy chicken tastes better. It's as simple as that. So don't skimp here. The size of your chicken matters too, of course. Think about how many people you're feeding. Are you cooking for yourself or for a whole hungry family? A medium-sized chicken, around 1.5 to 2 kilograms, is usually a good bet for 4 people. If it's just for 1 or 2, a smaller bird will do nicely. Just remember, a bigger bird will need a bit longer to cook, but don't worry, we'll get to that. The main thing is, get a good one, a bird you can be proud to roast. And what else do you need? Not a lot, actually. This isn't some complicated fancy pants recipe. We need good old salt, plenty of it, freshly ground black pepper. Don't even think about using that pre-ground dust. Some fresh herbs are fantastic. Rosemary, thyme, maybe some sage. A lemon is brilliant, and some good olive oil or butter. That's your basic toolkit for a stunning roast chicken. Simple ingredients, but when you use them right, the results are incredible. So get your basics sorted. Alright, you've got your beautiful chicken. Now don't just chuck it in the oven. Prep is crucial. First things first, take the chicken out of the fridge. Let it sit at room temperature for at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour before you cook it. Why? Because a cold chicken cooks unevenly. You'll end up with a dry breast and undercooked legs. Nobody wants that, so be patient. Let it warm up a bit. This simple step is often overlooked, but it's a game changer for juicy meat. Next, pat that chicken dry. Use paper towels. Get it really, really dry. All over. Inside and out. This is important. Super important. Why? Because dry skin means crispy skin. Moisture is the enemy of crispiness. If the skin is wet, it will steam, not roast. And you'll end up with flabby, pale skin. A total disaster. So pat, 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 don't be shy. Get every last bit of moisture off that bird. This is a non-negotiable step for achieving that perfect crackling skin we all crave. Now for the flavor. Seasoning. This is where the magic happens. Be generous with the salt. Don't be scared of it. Salt draws out moisture and helps the skin crisp up. It also seasons the meat deep down. Rub it all over the chicken. Get it into every nook and cranny. Then freshly ground black pepper. Lots of it. Then your herbs. You can chop them roughly. Rosemary and thyme are classic. Push some herbs inside the cavity of the chicken. This will perfume the meat from the inside as it cooks. And don't forget the cavity. A lemon, halved or quartered, goes in there. Maybe an onion, cut into wedges. A couple of garlic cloves, bashed. These aromatics will steam inside the chicken. They release their lovely flavors. They keep the meat moist. You can also put a knob of butter under the skin of the breast, or rub the outside with olive oil. This helps with browning and adds more flavor. Your chicken should now look and smell amazing. Ready for the heat. That's proper preparation, done right. Right, your chicken is prepped like a champion. It's seasoned beautifully. Now the oven, get it hot. Preheat your oven to a good temperature. I like to start high, say 220 degrees Celsius or 425 Fahrenheit for the first 15 to 20 minutes. This initial blast of heat helps to get that skin crispy right from the start. It kickstarts the browning process. Make sure your oven is actually at the right temperature. Use an oven thermometer if you don't trust yours. An accurate temperature is absolutely vital for a perfectly roasted chicken. Don't mess this up. After that initial high heat, you're going to turn the temperature down. Reduce it to about 190 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit. This allows the chicken to cook through evenly without burning the skin. How long will it take? Well, that depends on the size of your bird. A good rule of thumb is about 20 minutes per 500 grams, plus an extra 15 to 20 minutes. So, a 1.5 kilogram chicken will need around 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1 hour and 30 minutes. But don't just rely on timing. Timing is a guide, not a god. The best way to know if your chicken is cooked? A meat thermometer. This is your best friend in the kitchen. Stick it into the thickest part of the thigh. Make sure you don't hit the bone. It should read 74 degrees Celsius or 165 Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer, pierce the thigh with a skewer. The juices should run clear, no pinkness. If there's any pink, it needs more time. Put it back in the oven. Don't serve undercooked chicken. Ever. That's just asking for trouble, you donkey. During the roasting, you can baste the chicken if you like. What's basting? You spoon the lovely juices from the bottom of the roasting tin over the bird. Do this a couple of times during the cooking. It helps to keep the meat moist. It adds more flavor to the skin. Some people say it's not necessary if you've prepped well. But a little basting never hurt a good roast. Just be quick about it. Don't leave the oven door open for too long. You'll lose all that precious heat. Keep it consistent. So, the chicken is cooked. The temperature is right. The juices are clear. Brilliant. But hold on. Don't just carve it up straight away. Patience, remember? This next step is crucial. You need to let the chicken rest. Take it out of the oven, transfer it to a warm plate or a carving board, cover it loosely with foil. Let it rest for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Even 30 minutes is good for a bigger bird. This is non-negotiable, absolutely essential. Why rest? Because while it's resting, the juices inside the chicken redistribute. They settle back into the meat. If you cut into it too soon, all those lovely juices will just run out onto the board. You'll end up with dry chicken and a puddle of wasted flavor. A total disaster after all your hard work. Resting ensures the meat is tender, succulent, and incredibly juicy. So, let it rest. Go on, make a quick gravy with the pan juices while you wait. Don't just stand there looking gormless. Now, for the moment of truth. Carving. You've got your rested, beautiful bird. The skin should be golden and crispy. The aroma should be incredible. Use a sharp knife. First, remove the legs, then the wings. Then carve the breast meat into nice, thick slices. Arrange it all on a platter. Look at that! Stunning! That crispy skin, that juicy meat. That's what we've been working for. This is roast chicken perfection. You've done it. Well, hopefully. Finally serving. What goes with a stunning roast chicken? Oh, the possibilities. Crispy roast potatoes, of course. Some lovely steamed green vegetables. Maybe some honey-glazed carrots. A good homemade gravy made from those pan juices is a must. Don't even think about that packet rubbish. A simple green salad works too. Pour yourself a glass of wine. Gather everyone around. And enjoy every single bite of that delicious, perfectly roasted chicken. That's how you do it. Now get in the kitchen and cook.